Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We have a gigantic 4v4 for you here. This one's been sent in to us by Emperor Kendikatsu. And as always, let us go over the players in the field of battle quickly, go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, on the defending side, we have Emperor Kendikatsu playing as Kush. Wyoming Warlord playing as Ponthus, fantastic name. Gorn Molinier playing as Syracuse, and Jake Sniper 22 playing as Nabatia. Attacking, we have Joe on it playing as Arvaki, Waffle Time 30 playing as Egypt, the Centurion playing as Massilia, and Inores playing as Pergamon. So, we'll start with Pergamon right over here, actually. And let's see, we can actually see one of the skirmishes. Pick Peltis, actually a pretty good unit that Pergamon does get. Very, very solid. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Agamus spears that we can see. 2 Thurio spears up here on the wings. Mercenary, or Militia Hoplites, rather. Did they get Militia Hoplites? And then Galatian Swordsman up on the towers. Do they get Militia Hoplites? I don't recall. No, yes, they do. I think they get Militia Hoplites and they get Mercenary Hoplites, right? And also Mercenary Veteran Hoplites. Ooh. Pardon me. My gosh. Okay. Oh, not Massilia. Oh, Jesus. This is going to happen a lot, isn't it? Massilia is bringing, we have just a bunch of thorax swords back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2 Massilian Thurio spears. It looks like an onager being protected by the towers. 3 Massilian Thurio spears, actually. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Celtic warriors. Obviously, the general is hidden. Probably in here somewhere along with whatever ranged units they have. And then, is this, did I say Egypt or Athens? This banner always screws me up. Egypt, okay. Okay. Egypt is bringing. We can't see their general anywhere, but we can see 1, 2, 3 Nubian bowmen. Didn't go for the Cretans, right? Yeah, didn't go for the Cretans. Cost saving measure, I would imagine. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thorax swords. We have 1 and 2 Thurio spears. That's all I see there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carrion, 4 carrion axemen, 1 Egyptian infantry. I don't imagine the Egyptian infantry will last that long, but carrion axemen actually not too bad, especially if you throw some chevrons on them. They're not too bad. I mean, a 37 melee defense is not great, but it's not too bad either. And then they have 45 armor, which you would think for a low-tier unit that they wouldn't have that, but they do. Oh, here we go. 1, 2 mercenary Golic hunters, and we can't see any of the other Golic hunters, so never mind. And then Arvaki is, well, all we can see from Arvaki is, what do we have here? Iberian spears, and then a big old ballista. Looks like they are protecting with the siege towers and have them just over enough so they can still thread shots through. But yeah, that's all we can see. They must be somewhere else. But anyway, moving right along, we'll start with Nabatia. Back here we have some armored desert hoplites. 2, I'm assuming, yep, Nabatian thorax pikes. Nabatian heavy archers, 2 units there. Nabatian noble cav. Another heavy archer, armored desert hoplites. Axe warriors 3. 4 Axe Warriors, Caravan Guard, Heavy Archers up front, Desert Hoplites, Desert Levy, Another unit of Axe Warriors, and Caravan Guard. Caravan Guard's actually not too terrible either, all things considered. Pontus is bringing, we got 2 Mercenary Naked Swords up here, also some Eastern Archers, another Naked Sword, Bronze Shield Pikes as the General, definitely a strong pike unit. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Hoplites, 2 Pontic Swords, 1 Mercenary, another Mercenary Naked Sword. Wow, he has a lot of Naked Swords, huh? Why do these guys look different from afar? Well, not from that angle. I guess it's their shield. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. Or rather distracted, I should say. 2 more Pontic Swords, some more Hoplites, 2 more Eastern Archers, and Mercenary Celtic Warriors. Kush is bringing. What do we got here? Kushite Slave. They can go into... Really? They can do spread out? I didn't know that. I don't remember ever seeing that, but yeah, they're in the spread out formation. So Kushite Slave Infantry, very solid low tier unit. Shotels, another Kushite Slave Infantry, another one. Ooh, they're facing the wrong way though. Ooh, it's no good. We have Armored Desert Cav, more Slave Infantry, or just Slave Infantry rather. 1, 2, let's see, 3. Shotel Warriors, Rural Kushite Archer, Kushite Slave, and Shotel, and then 3 Nubian Bowmen, and 1 Armored Shotel Warrior. What do we got here? Kushite Slave Infantry, okay. And then Syracuse is, what do we got up here? Some Thurio Spears, and also Balearic Slingers. Another, oh, what? Oh, okay. Oh, man. I was about to say, I thought the pikemen were up on the wall for a second. That's what it looked like. Slingers, Mercenary, Balearic Slingers, and Slingers. Honestly, not bad. Slingers can be pretty devastating. Oof, especially if they can get some shots off on the Golic Hunters right off the bat. With their 10 armor, they will suffer some serious losses. It looks like they also brought a Scorpion. We have some Thorax Swords here. There and there. Was their General Thorax Hoplites. So 2 pikes right up front. Could potentially be pretty devastating, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 Militia Hoplites. And what do they got over here? Citizen Cav, I think? Yeah, Citizen Cav. Do they have wall-mounted artillery? No, they didn't bring it. Okay, good. As they should not have, because they have the Greek Scorpion there. All right, that's it for the army comps. This should be pretty interesting. So let's get it underway. 47 minutes, 23 seconds on the clock.
Our ancestors and the gods are watching us defend their people.
Golic Hunters already firing. What are they firing at? The pikes? No, not firing at the pikes. Immediately getting pulled back, though. Do we get any? Ooh, they did get some kills there. Lost quite a... Yeah, they're going to take even more losses because they're running away. So, down to 98, and they have, what, 104, 1 kill, and 10 kills. Still firing, too. So they're still... Even though they're hidden, I think they're still going to take some losses from that. So, that'll be interesting. Shots coming out from... Are they firing? Or... No, it appears to be... Wow, Syracuse is... Okay. Full-on sally out? Why? I mean, he's almost got this destroyed. But he's going to be using the majority of his ammo on this. I don't think that this is worth it. I would have waited until they got closer. Because now he's not going to really have a lot of ammo left. And getting some nice shots in on the Galatian swords definitely would have been helpful. What do we got here? Oh, there's a Massilian general, Hippeus Lancers, roving around. Pulling back for some reason. There goes the Kushite Cav. Slave infantry moving out way, way far ahead.
It's me!
Oh no! big toss from the Massilian Thurio Spears, getting right into his Armored Desert Cav. That's going to leave a mark for sure. Starting to fire over here. Explosive shot? Does it do... No, it's not doing more damage. It's doing fire damage, but that's about it. He's actually taking his men off the... Yeah, it's not even killing any of the guys. Not worth it. He might actually... No, he's not out of ammo. Yeah, pull back. Where is our... Oh, there we go. There's some Iberian Spears. So I guess Arvaki's over here. So really... Nabatia definitely can afford to shift units over if he needs to, or Pontus even for that matter, if he decides to let Nabatia take care of this. Take care of oh my god, Pergamon. Jeez. Alright, Arvaki's coming out of the woodworks. Looks like... Did they lose? No, he did lose one, though. He lost one. Let's see. What do we got here? Balearic, and... Yeah, we saw the Iberian Spears before. Ooh, what do we have here? Celtibrian Cav. I know I said that wrong. There's Egypt's Ptolemaic Cavalry. Oh, what are they going to go for? Scutari. They have Javies, though. What do we got here? Some more Scutari. Yeah, I mean, he could try and go for the Balearics here with the Desert Cav, but going through this gap right here is a terrible idea because it'll just end up getting javied into oblivion. Iberians, and Iberian Spears. Now remember, with Arvaki's troops, Arvaki's Iberian swordsmen, they are the same as Carthage's Mercenary Iberian swords. Sending out the ballista crew to... They're just, like, not even bothering with them. That's amazing. Hilarious. That's fantastic. 2 guys left. Yeah, get him. Get him. Spectacular, though. That's actually prevented the entire Nubian Bowman unit from firing just because this one unit of 2 guys is duking it out. So then the entire unit suffers from that. I mean, they're not going to win, but even still, it's a nice little stop in the arrow fire. Oof, Carrion Axeman getting a nice jabby shot off on the slave infantry there. They're down 30 men. It's dropping even further. Oh, and no. You are not facing the right way. What are you doing, Syracuse? But we do have the slingers up here, so they're going to have a field day with some of these Carrion Axemen. They're gonna not do too well. I mean, again, they do have a pretty decent armor value, but there they go. The slingers, I'm almost positive they get a little bit of an armor penetration AP damage. Yeah, 8. 8's pretty good, too. I mean, what did the Chotels get? We use the armored Chotels as our baseline for AP damage, since they get, like, the most ridiculous amount. And theirs is 20. Alright, never mind. Even still, though, an 8 AP damage is pretty decent. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. He's going to get in there. Scutari going to go in. Oh, no, Guerrilla Warrior's going to get in there. Try and back them up. Balearic Slingers took a nice charge. Down to 92 men already. And they're winning slightly. That's going to start to go the other way soon. But even still, I mean, 89 men left. That's pretty big. I mean, the Balearics aren't going to be useful until they get into the settlement. Oh, I like this. Getting rid of the tower here. If Kush isn't careful, though, this tower's going to... oh, yeah, pull him back. Pull him back, please. But tossing their javies at the Galatian swords here. Kushite slave infantry going to start to engage these guys. Galatian swordsmen, however, are going to have the better time here. I mean, especially since there are 2 of these units now. There we go. Get him on out of there before the tower falls and crushes your guy. If they're lucky, the tower will end up killing some of these guys. We'll stay here and watch and see what happens. 135 men. No, I don't think it got it. I think that was just a slave infantry doing some work. But look at this. Pergamon going around, getting rid of some of the towers here. Definitely pretty cool. Looks like Galatian Sword's already shattered. Nabatean Axe Warriors doing some pretty good damage against these Galatian Swordsmen. The Axe Warriors are pretty decent. They also are a unit that does fairly well for punching up above their weight class. Galatian Swords now taking on Pontic Swords and the Axe Warriors, so that's going to be a tough fight for them. Slave Infantry here, Kushite Slave Infantry, just kind of left out to the wind, but you know what? That's okay. They're going to hold these guys back as much as possible, and while that's going on, Nabatean Heavy Archers are going to start to fire into the Galatian Swords, so that's definitely going to be detrimental to them in the long run, but for sure the Kushite Slave Infantry is definitely going to lose. Syracuse has put himself in a bit of a bad position here, unfortunately. Yeah, these two militia hoplites have been literally backed into a corner over here. But, I mean, if Arvaki mounts these towers and goes to move in against the walls, then that's going to leave them exposed as well. So, kind of a catch-22 there. So far, though, not too much in the form of major movement. We really haven't seen all of Arvaki's troops here. They are still firing away at what we're not entirely sure. I didn't quite hear any shots land. Are they gearing up for another shot? Let's see. You gonna fire? Oh, he's not using... way back here. Okay, he's going after the militia hoplites. Not bad. They are bunched up. So definitely a wise target to be going for sure. Pikes have been pulled back smartly. And thankfully, 160 men in that unit still. Or no, that's Thurio Spears. Where'd the pikes go? Oh, all the way back here. Okay. 160 and 160. Alright, that's good. Scorpions here as well. So let's take a look at its firing. It can actually, it's got a long reach. A long reach. So the minute that Egypt starts to dismount his carrying axeman here, this Scorpion unit could definitely start unloading and doing some serious damage here. More towers getting burnt down over here. Love to see it, however, this might actually end up backfiring on Egypt. 27%, yeah. I don't think that's going to do too well. Egyptian infantry have mounted the ram. They're going to make their way up here. Honestly, I don't think they have to knock down the gate. 46, and they're just congregating over here. If he doesn't get them out of there soon, this tower is going to take a nice chunk out of his troops. And there they go. They're going to start pushing forward, thankfully. And hopefully, for Egypt's sake, he won't... Well... Still, a lot of his men are filtering off of this. Oh no! Here we go. 90%. 151 men. They haven't lost anybody yet. Oh my God! They lost 21 guys in that. My lord. Slingers are we firing at anything? No, but I think he probably... No, he can't. That's the, right there is the slinger line. Meanwhile, over here, Galatian Swords not doing too hot. Militia Hoplites also not doing too great. Especially dealing against the Nabatean Axe Warriors. They also have a little bit of an armor-piercing attack with those axes, so the hoplites are not going to fare too well against them. And yeah, Pergamon is just having an absolutely tough time over here. He keeps on swarming troops over here, but I think he needs to focus a little bit more on these two towers and get some more units up to really be effective. Nabatian charging forward. His Axe Warriors up against, what do we got here? A Game of Spears. Is that what this is? No, it's Thurio Spears. Where are the Game of Spears? This unit here? Oh, okay. These guys are going to have a field day with this thin line right here. These guys are going to be gone. And that might end up playing a little bit into the morale penalty here for them. Because they're just kind of spread out all over the place, so they're not going to be as effective. Combat is even at the moment, but I would imagine sooner or later it's going to start to turn in Pontus's favor, or whoever decides to step up and hold them back here. Axe Warriors actually losing decisively at the moment, but they are, of course, getting point-blank shot at by Thurio Spears, so I suppose that's no surprise, huh? Down to 61 men, 137 kills. They definitely put in a lot of effort in the beginning of this battle, so I think they've earned a rest if they survive that long. Thorax Swords have made their way up. Sicilian Thurio Spears backing them up as well. Massilia is pouring on in. Egypt is also swarming Kush's position. Egyptian infantry, unfortunately, not doing too good against the Kushite slave infantry at the moment. They are starting to waver. I would imagine that they are going to break relatively soon. Carrion Axemen might end up doing a little bit better against these guys, but with the amount of backup that these Kushite slave infantry are about to get, I don't think the Carrion Axemen have much hope. Iberian swordsmen here are probably just through. No, not yet, but they definitely have jabbies to throw. Carrion Axemen not doing too great against the Thorax Swords. That is definitely no surprise there. I would definitely like to see the Kushite slave infantry perhaps get up on the walls and snake around and deal with these Iberian swords. I mean, they don't have great armor, but they do have an insane melee defense. So that might be the only thing that's... Oh, wisely, though, the Royal Kushite archers focusing down the Iberian swords, and that's going to melt this unit relatively quickly. And then, of course, the Thorax swords are going to have free reign to charge right on into these guys and do a number on them. So, yeah, the Iberian swords aren't going to already. Jesus. And that's just from a couple of volleys from the Royal Kushite archers. I mean, that just goes to show how important having armor is. And again, I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple weeks ago I did say that I felt that Iberian swordsmen, specifically the ones with directional jabbies, are more suited to late game tactics where archers or slingers might be out of ammo and pikes are still in play. I mean, that insane 60 melee defense. Of course, you're going to run into units like Armored Shotel Warriors and other high tier units that the Iberian swordsmen, when paired with something, because on their own they definitely won't be able to stand up, but if you can pair them with someone to assist, that's where I feel like where they will really shine, especially with that 60 melee defense. Galatian swords over here not doing too hot against more Axe Warriors. We have, what do we got? More Thurio Spears moving forward. We're going to start to jabby into the Eastern Archers. Definitely a good target to go for, but they're going to pull back. And keep in mind, they only have so many javelins to throw. I think maybe it's like 3 or 4 at best, perhaps. So we'll see how this goes in the long run. Eastern Archers are going to pull back. I would definitely like to see some type of archer unit over here firing right into the side here, or even into the sides of these Thurio Spears. Celtic Warriors are going to move on forward, though. They definitely will probably give the Axe Warriors a bit of a hard time. That much is for sure, especially with the Thurio Spears backing them up and tossing some jabbies. That would be pretty detrimental to, yeah. Looks like they're going after the Pontic Swordsman, actually. Down to 159 men. Only lost 1, 0 kills. Caravan Guard here, standing tall, waiting for the eventual wave of enemy units to crash in against their shields. Desert Hoplites over here doing what they can. Combat's even. Looks like the Shotels and Kushite slave infantry have been sent in. And it looks like, nice, love to see that. Celtic Warriors are getting switched out with the Thorax Swordsmen. But they are kind of getting beat up. Down to 70 men, only 61 kills. Meanwhile, in the center over here, We have 2 units of Kushite slave infantry holding back a carrying axeman, 2 carrying axeman units. Nubian bowmen getting dangerously close. Looks like these Thorio spears are going to move forward and start throwing some jabbies into these guys. Hopefully can do some serious damage. 95 guys left, so if they get some good hits off these guys, that'll dwindle the numbers. That'll dwindle the numbers down a lot. Ooh. Ooh, Arvaki trying to find an opening here. Unfortunately, he did not find one, or big enough rather, for his spearmen to slip on by. Syracuse still just kind of hanging out over here. Scutari still just standing by. I assume that he wants to get up on these towers, but unfortunately, with these units here, he's not going to be able to. I haven't seen his general yet. I think it's either going to be a noble fighter or I believe that they get a cav unit. Looks like the Scorpion's starting to move forward, or at least it was for a brief moment. Yeah, it's still going forward. They have 11 kills so far, so that's pretty good. It seems that Arvaki potentially has given up. Well, not necessarily given up, but has stalled the attack over here, possibly waiting for his allies to do enough damage on this flank over here to force Syracuse or Kush to shift units over to deal with. But looks like Arvaki's actually going to start to move up some of his guerrilla warriors and Scutari, get them up on the walls. But again, we have this Great Scorpion here that can do some serious damage and just rip through several men in a unit. So, and you got to keep in mind too that Arvaki, for the most part, I mean, the guerrilla warriors only have 15 armor. Scutari, however, do have a decent amount of armor, but I mean, the Iberian Spearmen, 15, not so great. Painted Warriors only have 45. Oh, we can actually see some more. Painted Warriors, Scutari, and Painted Warriors. And of course, we have Balearics here as well. Still nothing for his general yet, though. And then Scutari and Scutari. What do we got here? Yeah, the Ptolemaic Cav. He's just kind of hanging out, waiting for an opportunity. They do have the gate, so he could get inside, but what's the point? He would probably just get focused down, and that's definitely not what you want to have happen. And they're doing a pretty good job of holding over here at the moment. The hoplites getting sent up. 60 kills down to 43 men. Shotel Warriors are actually losing against the Celtic Warriors. Honestly, though, that's not that surprising. 85 men, 187 kills, though. Not bad. Yeah, pull them on back. Over here seems to be slow going. Celtic Warriors getting focused down by some archers, and they're going to be out of the game pretty soon. Massilian Thurio Spears hanging out over here. Does not appear that they have. Nope, they still do. They have 40 kills so far to their name. Thurio Spears not doing too hot against the Pontic Swordsman and Caravan Guard, unfortunately. And the Massilian Thurio Spears haven't thrown yet, but I'm sure that they will soon. Let's see. Meanwhile, nothing. I mean, Syracuse still has the Citizen Cav. What do we got going over here? Oh, yeah, that's right. He is the Cantabrian Cav over here. So even if Syracuse does come out with the Citizen Cav, Arvaki's cavalry will take care of them real quick. Keep in mind, remember, Citizen Cav is the worst Cav in the game. Worst medium Cav in the game. I'll add that caveat. Looks like Thurio Spears. We got some more fighting going on over this side. Thorax Swords, though, no surprise, doing a number on the Thurio Spears. 81 kills only, down to 82 men. They are in square formation, so they'll last a little bit longer. That does bump their melee defense up to 70 and morale up to 60, but it's not really going to be enough. Scutari chasing down these Kushite slave infantry, making sure that they don't get away, but that's kind of leaving the door wide open here for Kush to kind of just move forward a little bit, cause a little bit of a headache to some of these units over here. I mean, you could definitely get rid of these carrying axemen, engage the Celtic Warriors here, and the Thorax Swordsmen as they move forward. And then, yeah, these Kushite slave infantry charge right into the rear of these, and that, yeah, now they're gone. But yeah, now the Scutari, they're over here. They're over here. Lots of shots coming out, going after the Nubian bowman there. Definitely, yeah, you know what? Not the worst thing to target. But right now, the Skutari is definitely the scariest thing that you'd be dealing with. But with that 60 armor value, the Shotel Warriors are going to have a pretty nice field day with these guys. But more Iberian swords making their way up. Skutari turned to countercharge, but the Shotel Warriors seem to have gotten off their javelins, and the 71-man unit versus 132, I do not think the Skutari are going to last much longer. Iberians charging into the rear of the Shotel Warriors here, but still I don't think it's really going to be enough. And these Shotels pulling back. I'm going to allow the Thorax Swordsman to do a number here. Now, is he moving forward with these guys? He is. He's moving fast. Yeah, Syracuse needs to pay attention over here. And form up so we can deal with these guys. And there you go, bud. There you go. Turn to meet them. Get a nice little kill box going. He is going to lose some men because of the jabbies, but if you can get a kill box and then counter charge, because what do they got? A 15 charge bonus, that's not too bad, but 21 for them, that's pretty good. But what I imagine what's going to happen here is Arvaki is going to engage with these hoplites right here. Syracuse, I would imagine, would countercharge into the rear, and then the other unit of Skutari will come in into the rear of the militia hoplites. Meanwhile, over here, it is just an all-out free-for-all. I was about to say Balalic. Balearic Slingers taking some fire, down to 118 men, only 21 kills so far. A game of spears tossing their jabbies right into, looks like the Shotel Warriors, possibly. But yeah, they're just having an absolute tough time breaking through on this right flank here. It is solidly reinforced, and unfortunately, a game of spears are a great unit, but they are kind of just glorified Thurio spears, and if you're not backing them up with some other type of sword infantry, personally for me, I don't think that they won't last that long. I mean, and Thurio spears obviously not going to do that great either on their own. Fire shot? Flaming shot, yeah. Flaming shot is being used. Going to try and break the will of the Kushite slave infantry here, but the only problem with that is, too, you got to keep in mind, is when you're using flame shot, you could end up affecting everybody. How is he just getting these guys, though? That's what I want to know. He's specifically just getting them. 76 men left, 46 kills. I guess that's not too bad. Shoto Warriors doing what they can over here against the Thurio Spears and the Game of Spears. Not doing too great, honestly. I mean, 2 units of Spears against Shoto Warriors. I mean, 2 units of anything against Shoto Warriors definitely going to win out. If it was just one or the other, I'd say that the Shoto Warriors probably would win, but... Ooh, look at that. He actually managed to get them out of there. Nice. Shotel's taking on some Thorax, though, and the Celtic Warriors are doing all right so far. But we'll see how the rest of that goes. They just had second wind popped on them. Celtic Warriors are losing. Ooh, so are the Thorax Swords. Shotel's charging forward, going to meet the Skutari, who are disembarking off the siege towers. Where is his general? Still, we have not seen his general yet. Oh, did he get rid of... He did. He did get rid of the other unit. 200 kills so far, but they are dwindling fast, unfortunately. 70 men left, 204 kills, not bad. 14 kills for the militia hoplites, only 75 men left, and yeah, they're gone. They're gone. But then again, so are the Skutari, getting jabbied in the back by some Thorax swordsmen. These Skutari, I'm assuming, going to move forward, probably going to finish off the militia hoplites here. But as far as we know, Arvaki doesn't really have much left, besides his cav and his slingers. Actually, I only see 1 unit of slingers. Oh, there's his general. What do we got here? No! Alright, noble fighters. Okay, there we go. I probably would have moved him up a little bit sooner, but to each his own. Egypt pushing some units forward. Honestly, I don't know why they don't have more in here. He should just be getting units up. I mean, utilizing all of these towers to get the most of his thorax swords up here. I kind of feel like that they've been sending in units piecemeal, and that in the long run has been a little bit detrimental. I mean, they still have, I mean, Pontus does at least, has a fair amount of units back here ready and willing to go. Did Syracuse move his pikes for? He did. At least one of them he did. 131 guys left in that unit. Where's the other unit of pikes? Right over here? Yeah. Are they facing the wrong way? No, they aren't. General's over here as well. Oof. Scutari just eating arrow fire as they're coming off of the siege towers. Pergamon does not have much left. What do we got here? Two picked peltists. Okay. All right. That's cool. Like to see the variety in ranged units. It's something that I feel like we never actually see. 228 kills for the ballista. Nice. Very cool. Beer and Spearman managed to come back here. Pace Lancer General. A Carrying Axeman came back. Yeah, Egypt is definitely rocking at the moment. With, I feel like, the most amount of fresh infantry. Like, super fresh. And I think he really needs to get in there as best as he possibly can. This is one hell of a battle so far. Let's see if we can get something good. What do we got here? Thurio Spears taking on some hoplites. Ooh, but look at that. Scutari have managed to snake around a little bit. Yeah, they're starting to win decisively. Syracuse needs to pay attention here and send in one of his hoplite units, or even the pikes. I mean, there's not really much here. I don't think the peltists have the range. He could probably send his pikes in to deal with this. But yeah, come on. Come on, Syracuse. It's either send in units here to bolster the defenses, because he could get a nice little rear charge here and really do some serious damage to the Scutari unit. Or they come back. What? He's going to send these. They're so far away. Come on. Ugh. That is what it is. Ooh, Scutari. Arvaki's finding some nice gaps here to exploit. Getting up on the hill of the wall here, trying to snake around. Caravan Guard isn't square at the moment. Other Caravan Guard. 127 kills, not bad. Pretty good. Painted Warriors not doing too hot, though. Getting jabbed right into the face. But the Scutari, or more Painted Warriors, actually. My fault. More Painted Warriors coming forward. Nabatean Axe Warriors, though, popped Frenzied Charge. Ooh, but the Painted ones are going to get on in there. But here's the thing. The way that they got on in there, it's kind of like this. So now these Nabatean Axe Warriors are going to be able to get a rear charge in on these guys, and that's going to hurt bad. And yeah, it looks like Syracuse. Come on, man. Move them in there. You can help out. You can get rid of... Oh, they're losing now. But even still, he could have got them in there sooner and really helped out instead of waiting for Pontus's Pontic Swordman to get over here. Game of Spears, again, jabbing point-blank range into the Pontic Swordsman and hoplites from Pontus. How's this doing? 11 kills. So they still have a lot of ammo left. But if they're not careful, Arvaki's going to get over here and get rid of these guys. Looks like he might have noticed. He's going to move his general over. Would they pop? Rally? Yeah, rally. Definitely give a nice little boost to everyone here. Thorax Swordsman. Melee combat's even. Oh, yeah, Scutari's not doing too hot. They're down to 50 men. 150 kills, though, so not too bad. 61 for the Thorax Swords here. And then we have Thorax Swords and Scutari still backed up. I mean, he could just, yeah, pull these guys out and send them a fresh unit. That'd be your best bet. There we go. Yeah, get these guys out of here. Honestly, get them back here. I think it might be time to fall back. But you're gonna have to leave somebody here. Wow, they were successful in pushing back this advance over here. And, yeah, our Rocky's not doing too hot. I mean, they still have a couple units left, but I don't think they're going to be lasting too much longer here. 164, 66 kills for this unit of Skitarii. Balaric's up to 70. Painted Warriors up to 108. They're doing pretty good. Various spears were wavering for a moment, but that has stopped. Why are you pulling? I would have left him there just to get rid of these guys. So how many are left? 89? Yeah. Unless they're out of ammo, then you can charge them on in. Nope, they're not. Fire point blank. I hope that's what you're going to do. That's what it looks like you're going to do. Is it? Yeah, right into the back of these painted warriors. Let's say painted ones. That's Iceni, isn't it? Meanwhile, over here, Armored Chotels and the Thorax Hoplite General from Syracuse have engaged the Skitarii units here, and they are dropping like flies. These guys aren't doing too hot either. He did get his cabin here, though. And still, Egypt is kind of on top when it comes to units. Pontus losing one of his hoplites. Game of Spears and Celtic Warriors charging forward. But these Celtic Warriors are, I mean, they're fresh, but there's only 69 of them left against a fairly fresh unit of militia hoplites, 128 men. They might not do too well against the hoplites, at least initially. But now that the Game of Spears have charged on in, that might change. Pretty yeah, there it goes. Look at all the bodies here, dude. My God. All right, we're going to slow it down for just a pinch, so we can get something cool. Is that cool? I think it is. Can we zoom in on this, though, to actually get this? What about like this? Nah, that's not good. Just want to get some fighting. A wee bit of fighting. Fighting around the world. Uh-oh, here come the pikes. 16-foot poles of doom. They're going to be able to get into the rear of some of these units here, and that's going to be super detrimental to Pontus. Not Pontus. To... Oh, no, dude. Right into the side of these thorax swords. Get those pikes in, and they will get rid of these. Oh, no. They do have the range. Are you serious? Wow. Okay. Oof. Yeah, you gotta pull them back. You gotta pull them back. That's unfortunate. Ugh. Down to 105 men already. Cav is moving around. And they're going to start to make their way on in here. Yep, bring that Scorpion back. They're going to try and hold over here as long as they possibly can. 257 kills for Nabatia's general. He is out of ammo. Thorax Swords not doing too hot. 132 kills then, 80 men. 87 for the Skitarii. Armored Chotels, though, going to move on in. And, yeah, that's immediately going to start to change, probably. Meanwhile, over here, the advance pretty much has been thwarted for the most part. It seems like they've kind of changed their minds and are focusing mostly on the center here and the left flank. What do we got here? Celtic Warriors doing a hell of a job. Oof. Axe Warriors javelin right into the backs of these Gamma Spears. That's rough. It's rough. Let's see. Stupid house. Now I can get something cool. Manifest it. Something cool will happen. Something cool will happen. Something cool will happen? Anything cool. Give me one cool thing, please. I mean, that was cool, but I didn't get that in time. Come on now. God, I would love to get somebody flipped over on a shield. That would be fantastic, but I don't think that's going to happen. Come on. Anything. No? There we go. That's it right there. Under the blazing hot sun. I think that might be it. Alright. So. Sorry for the brief pause in battle. So far, the attackers are all in. Oh! You know what? He waited a long time, but it paid off. He's going to lose that unit. It doesn't matter. They're not going to get over here fast enough. And honestly, 22 melee defense, that might be enough to actually deal with the Citizen Cav. And there they go. Yeah, pull them back. Pull them back. Pace Lancers and Ptolemaic Cav. Looks like they're going to try. Maybe the Pace Lancers are going to keep going. Looks like they're putting up a pretty good defense over here, at least. Skitari not doing too hot. World Kushite Archers just recklessly charging in. They say, hey, we may be out of ammo, but we can still kick some ass. I mean, they have 35 weapon damage. That's pretty good. Melee attack's 18, which is dog shit, obviously, but a 35 weapon damage? Right? Or does that... No, that wouldn't be the bow that they're talking about. That has to be the sword. Actually, can I look at the stats here? Where's the weapon damage? Damage caused by units' weapons. Maybe it is their bow then. I don't know. Actually, never thought of that. Whether an archer's weapon damage is for their handheld weapon that they carry, or if it's for their actual bow. Either way, anyway, Shoto Warriors, Armored Shoto Warriors, 117 kills down to 129 guys. They're going to charge right on in here. Start slicing up some of these Thorax swords. Egypt's Thorax swordsman here, 84 kills down to 71 men. Unfortunately, I mean, these guys are very tired. They're definitely not going to last too long. But they are going to be a giant headache in Massilia and Egypt's side. At least for a time, because they will be able to slice through effectively through some of these units. Oh, Cantabrian Cav getting into the Eastern Archers here. They were down to 114 kills, but looks like, however, they are out of ammo, so that is a blessing. That they are out of ammo. Nabatian heavy archers and the Scorpion are rushing on in. And then, yeah, it's only these two ways up. Well, I mean, ideally,
Defensive positions.
yeah, they're falling back. Hopefully they can get as many troops back as they can. Syracuse should be pulling back some of these units here, especially the pikemen here. They need to fall back. Thorax swords, his general definitely needs to get out of there. Kush, for the most part, has nothing left, so I mean he can leave these guys here if he wanted to. Although it would definitely be extraordinarily helpful if his general got back here and then he could just continually buff his allies with his ability.
As you wish.
Celtibrian Cav gonna move on out.
For glory.
Turning around, gonna charge back on in. But, yeah, they don't get enough inertia off, so they get stopped by the Thorax Swords. Thorax Swords definitely going to end up winning this in the long run. 155 kills for the Armored Shotels. They are, unfortunately, losing. But we kind of knew that was going to happen. 123 kills for these Slingers, though. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, come on, dude. Move. Bring these guys back. You have a 154-man unit of Thorax Swords. Get them out of here. A game of spears, though, 172 kills. Was that it? Yeah, 72, and then 93. They're going to charge on in. I don't think that the game of spears will be able to do much against these Thorax swords. However, against these Thorax swords, yeah, these guys will have a pretty good, decent time. And yeah, pikes are getting absolutely devastated over here. It's no surprise. They're probably getting shot at. They're exhausted. What about here? Thurio spears. Is there other pikeman units still alive? It does not look like it. So this is going to come down to a final stand. I was going to say it may be worth for the Citizen Cab to come back around and smack into the Nubian Bowman here, but he's still got his general here. But I mean, if he can get the charge off, he might be able to do a decent amount of damage to Egypt's general, and then pull right on through to the Nubian Bowman. Because even if he doesn't rout the Nubian Bowman, I mean, that's 116 arrows in the air. If he can dwindle that number down, even to 90 or 80, that's still something in the long run. Thurio Spear gonna make their way out. They might actually end up getting into combat with these guys on accident. Thorax Hoplites, 112 kills. But we are now dealing with some noble fighters, and that is a scary unit to go up against. Hippeus Lancers are in here now as well. 2 kills so far. They're going to get a rear charge in on the Thorax Swords there, and that's going to be a little detrimental to them. But if the Hippeus Lancers stay in there for... Well, actually, no, that's... What am I talking about? The Thorax Swordsmen are dealing with noble fighters, so that's not going to matter. If it was just the Hippeus Lancers dealing with the Thorax Swords and not the Noble Fighter General, then I would say, yeah, they are in a bad way. But I think, oh, there he goes. Let's see what happens here. Because did they break the gate? No, they didn't. Wisely, they did not knock down the gate. But he's not paying attention. He's also not bringing in his archers for whatever reason. And now he has brought in his Ptolemaic Cav. So there's a strong possibility that Egypt is going to lose his Nubian Bowman unit here, which would be huge because he only has 12 kills and 116 men. And if he ends up losing this unit entire... Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Well, even still, if you can get rid of this unit, that'd be good. 18 kills and 18 men. All right, so we have, what do we got here? Hoplites holding the fort down. We have some Armored Desert Hoplites over here. Nubian Bowman, 185, 175 kills. Are they out of ammo? Probably. Marching around. Yeah, they're out of ammo. Gonna lay in wait, probably. Hopefully they don't get spotted, otherwise they're gonna have a terrible time. Although there's not too many men, it seems like, in this unit here. 32, so maybe they'll be alright. Yeah, I can't imagine that he's gonna go and charge this Armored Desert Hoplite unit, but he is gonna go and scout. Kush might get lucky and not be seen here. That would be huge. But as he's going to scout, he is going to get shot, unfortunately, by the towers here. And then, of course, we have the Nabatian Noble Cav here, ready to take on the Cantabrian Cav. So, Syracuse, unfortunately, did not... If he had moved just a... he might have gotten spotted. Because he's putting these guys up in here. And I think if he had moved a little bit sooner, then he definitely would have been able to get those archers, but unfortunately that was not the case. Oof. Oh, Pontus, watch out. Please. Please move your men. Please move your men. Please. He's not going to, is he? He's not going to move his men. But they're going around burning the towers here, wisely using depleted units. And there we go. They didn't get... Well, no, they did get spotted, so they probably will know that they're there, but yeah, these guys are done for. Nabatian Noble Cav is nothing to shake a stick at, and that's 100% the truth. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to lose at least... I'm going to say he's going to lose 20 to 30 men out of this unit. Where are we at here? 88, 90, 92, 94... 96, 98, 153. All right, not too bad. I overestimated a little bit. What about these guys? They might have lost somebody, some people too, out of there. Game of Spears getting shot at. They don't even really have. They don't have any ammo left. I would not be focusing that much on the Game of Spears. I don't believe that the Pict Peltis have. There is no way that these guys still have ammo. 58 and 1. I mean, this unit definitely still has ammo, but 58 kills and they still have some ammo left. That's impressive. But yeah, I would personally, I think I'd probably wait until the Noble Fighters got up here. That's what I would be focusing most of my ire on. This Game of Spear General still has all of his javelins, and this unit does too as well. But yeah, I mean, I feel like he's wasting a lot of ammo. Unless they were slingers, which they are not. Speaking of slingers, 163 for that unit and 173 for this unit. And they still might have some ammo left. Do they? No. What about this unit over here? No. Surprising. Not really, I guess. It's nearly 200 kills. But here, these guys come. They're probably going to come over here and capture this tower. These slingers are definitely gone. Balance of power is now in the favor of the attackers. They're going to get spotted immediately. And then the Cav here is going to have a field day with them. What are we doing over here? Oh, Citizen Cav is going to be locked out. Where are the Citizen Cav anyway? Did they make it back inside? Did he lose them? Did I not see this? Oh, they're way over here. What are you doing all the way over here, bud? What's going on? He's not going to be able to get in. They've captured everything. They're going to capture this too. So yeah, he's locked out. I like how this continually is still, even though it's been burnt down, it's been being whatever you want to call this action. I know it's when it's being taken or neutralized, but still, I think it's funny. Big Pelt's is going to charge on in there. 153 men, 156 against 97 men, 179 kills. Maybe they were out of ammo. I don't think they're going to last too much longer. 83 kills for them, 75 for these guys, and 50. All right, so they still have plenty of ammo left here. Oh, look at that. I don't know what Pontus was doing, but he just let the floodgates open. Pontus, bud, what are you up to here? If I'm Pergamon or Massilia, I'm immediately shooting to the left and getting rid of these archers. There he goes. These Gamma Spears are going to have free reign. They're going to get in the back of these. He's not even moving them. Move one of them, please. My brother in Christ. What? Oh, no. Bounce power is now even again. No, never mind. It's still in the favor of the attackers. Oh, dude. This is rough. This is really rough. I can't believe that just happened. What were you doing, Pontus? Were you sleeping at the wheel? Nabatia should move. Oh, there goes his archers. Nabatia needs to move his archers out of here as quickly as possible. He needs to get his archers up here. These archers with no kills need to be firing down into these units right here. Into the Gamma Spears, into the Thorax Swords. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hopefully these don't rout completely, but I don't think that's in the cards. I think they're screwed. They're done. Yep, there they go. Mercenary Naked Swords obviously getting just absolutely eviscerated because of the Gamma Spears tossing their javelins. Surprised that they still had some left. He must have gotten them in combat instead of throwing them. Nabatian Heavy Archers are now firing. Going after the Pick Peltis here, 58 and 1. Honestly, I would be going after the Gamma Spear General more than anything. These Gamma Spears, though, not doing too hot. They are. But, like, what did you do with your... Why did you do this? Why did this happen? That's just what I want to know. Did he just charge both hoplites in against the Pick Peltists? Is that what happened? Like... Ugh, yeah, and these mercenary naked swords are just gonna get shredded by the Gamma Spear General. Noble fighters moving around. Looks like they're going to try and make their way up over here. Armored Desert Hoplites will be the ones to meet them, however, but they are very tired. So, I mean, what does he have? Well, he does have second wind, so... If he gets up there, you can pop second wind and then battle rhythm and headhunt, and that is an absolute lethal combination. Yeah, and they're just going around burning all the towers. Not even bothering with the Armored Desert Hoplites, just burning the towers. Luckily, they shouldn't take any damage here. Going after the archers, too, which is smart. Nabatia, just move them over here, please. Move them over here. Over here, please, because in this corner is not going to do you any favors. What were these? They were slingers? No, they were Golic hunters. They're getting shot at, but they're disappearing into the mist. Much like the gorillas. Anyone understand that reference? What do we have? Hoplites. He really... What? Pontus is starting to give me an aneurysm. Like, you have... amazing that the Nabatian Heavy Archers are actually making these guys wait. Well, it helps that they're getting shot at. But these guys are getting shot at. They only have 74 kills. They have plenty of ammo left. These hoplites should have been over here to deal with... What happened? What happened? What did I miss? Did anyone catch what I missed? Or did they just concede... They must have just conceded defeat. Kush probably can... Yeah. Had to have been, right? Alright. Odd. Very, very odd. also painful to watch in the ending. Okay. I guess we don't get to see the end. That is unfortunate. Okay. That's a bummer. But I guess that is what... you know what? Kush must have left. He probably left. That's probably what happened. Honestly, I mean, probably got frustrated and left. I can't blame him. Pontus was making some blunders. So was Nabatia as well. And Syracuse, unfortunately, in some parts, I mean, in the beginning... well, not really in the beginning. I guess it was kind of like the middle... when he could have charged in and helped Pontus, and he didn't, which is unfortunate. So yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, that's unfortunate that we don't get to see the final score for everyone, but there it is. So I guess sometimes, that's sometimes that happen. When he sent this in, he probably didn't realize that was how it ended. Candy sends me in so many replays. He's actually sent me in duplicates. There's one replay that I was actually about to do that I ended up realizing that I had already recorded. It's happened, I think, a couple of times actually, where I haven't realized it until like I'm not halfway through, but either way. Bummer. All right. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. But as always, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.